Hi guys, Sharp-O back once again with another minting box for TokuToyStore.com. And today we're going to be looking at the original anniversary rider. It's Kamen Rider Decade, representing the first 10 years of the Heisei era. And yeah, it's a very pink box. He looks pretty good in this form. And I'm glad to see him back in Zio. He was a major prankster. He's like low-key Loki. It's fun to see him contrasted against Sogo, who is too pure, and Tsukasa just messing with him the entire time. It's fantastic. But I do like this box. The RKF line consistently has a very good aesthetic for its boxes. But we need to look at the figure, so let's just jump straight to it. And out of the box, Decade is a impressive figure. Like, the suit lines and everything else just look pretty great. I just can't believe they pulled this off this scale. But then again, much like Zio, he is mostly black. So all you have to do is paint a couple highlights and you're pretty much golden. So they've added enough pink / magenta. No, that's just hot pink. They're not even trying to hide the fact. That's just pink. But they've added enough white and pink to break up the black and really give an effective look to Decade. And I really like it. I think it's one of my favourite looking RKFs that I've played with so far. I'm not sure if that's just my Decade bias or what, but yeah, I think this is a fantastic little figure. So he's got ball jointed head, full 360 in the arms, bicep swivel, a very stiff elbow joint, but that can be worked out with play. Wrist swivel, much the same on this side. It's got an ab crunch, ball jointed hips, a nice deep knee joint, and feetsies on ball joints. So in terms of accessories, Decade comes with a fair few. We'll take a look at his alternate hands right now and bring in the calm open hand, very neutral pose, always good to have one of those, and his card holding hand, which due to the thickness of the plastic looks more like a cell phone. But I can never figure out a good way to pose him with this thing, because obviously there's no wrist hinge, so you just kind of have to move his arm to a place where it looks somewhat natural. It's a nice little addition, even though there's no detail on the card whatsoever, hence my cell phone comparison, but it works for the most part. I think it's actually bigger than the driver. It's kind of similar size. Okay, I'll let it away with that. But yeah, it's a fair dinkum hand. Let's swap back to his holding things hands, because they're going to be needed in a second. Because you can remove the ride booker from his waist, and you can bring in the ride booker in sword mode. Now this is a nice marryment of the two styles of weapon that we've been seeing in the RKF line, because obviously you have a peg port, so that can sit in his right hand comfortably and be secure, but at the same time, due to this little ridge here allowing for a better grip of the weapon, he can hold it in his left hand as well with no real issue. And that's fantastic. More of this please, Bandai, because that's actually working out. we'll just put his ride buckle back on, and we'll talk about his last accessory, because obviously this isn't just your common or garden decade. No, this is the 20th anniversary decade, so obviously he needs to look the part. He needs an updated look. He needs his pink driver. Now, which way does this go on? That's the way. Bah. Personally, I'm not a fan of its coloration. Like, just a pure pink Deca driver isn't great to me. It kind of messes with the suit. But this is the driver he has in Zeo itself, so he can access all of the rider forms that came after his debut. So, double to build. I think he can even access Zeo, I'm not sure. It's good that they showed that he's kept up with the cards and he's still able to fight on equal footing with pretty much everyone. But for me personally, I do not like the way the driver looks, so I will stick with the white version. And that's basically your lot. He's a very simple release. He does exactly what he needs to, and there's no muss or fuss. He's just a great RKF release with all the accessories you need to represent everyone's favourite OG prankster from the Heisei era. And you can pick up Decade from Toku Toy Store for $24.99. I think that's a fantastic price for such an amazing figure. As always, I've been Sharp-O. This has been Kamen Rider Decade from the Rider Kicks figure series, and I'll catch you guys next time on Mint in Box.